Haiti is the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. The average salary for a Haitian is equivalent to about $1 a day, which is often not enough to cover the most basic of needs. When a family is faced with these challenges on a daily basis, basics, like food and shelter, are not guaranteed. The absence of these basic necessities leads to tremendous stresses on families and a large number of orphans. These issues existed even before the natural disasters, which have caused additional destruction in recent days and years. Cabaret Haiti Mission began as an orphanage, helping to provide these needs for some of the affected children, but has grown to much more, feeding and providing for more than the roughly 50 children who live at the home. Cabaret Haiti Mission now provides in a number of ways for the entire community of Cabaret. Within the walls of the children's home, there is also a church, which is a welcoming place of worship for anyone in the area who is seeking a place to worship. More recently, there has been a movement to establish another church on the mountain of Tenois. It wasn't until 2016 when a group of passionate church members in the U.S. caught wind of the fact that these Haitian brothers and sisters were meeting in an unfinished building, that a fundraising drive was established and the building was completed. More than 80% of schools in Haiti are privately run, and many rural regions have no schools at all. Both public and private education are expensive, costing on average more than 40% of a rural household income for a single child. In rural communities in Haiti, illiteracy can reach as high as 90%, trapping children in generational cycles of frustration and poverty. To combat this, Cabaret Haiti Mission has developed 2 schools, one of which is across the street from the orphanage, while the other is on the mountain of Tenois. These schools serve almost 700 students. The cost of education in poverty-stricken countries just perpetuates the cycle of poverty to the next generation. But Cabaret Haiti Mission is there, standing in the gap. Both schools have had feeding programs at some time in the past. While the smaller school's feeding program is still being offered, the larger school had to end the food program about 5 years ago because the cost was too high for the ministry to maintain. We are in the midst of a fundraising effort to try to bring these programs back and make them sustainable for both schools. To operate a food program of this magnitude is not cheap, but we know that God is capable of providing. For the entire year, the cost of the food program is $84,000. This amount covers all of the food, propane, dishes, and wages for the cooks who prepare the meals each day. The amount of need in the world can be very overwhelming. It is easy to get discouraged when trying to find a way to impact the poverty problem. You may have heard the phrase, "Do for one what you wish you could do for all." Child sponsorship is a great way to make a huge impact that can literally change the life of one child. Children living in extreme poverty are easily the most vulnerable people in the world. Besides the lack of food and resources, these children are susceptible to disease, environmental dangers, and human rights abuses. Cabaret Haiti Mission serves as a light in a dark country. While God is the source of the light, its epicenter is the children's home in Cabaret. This facility serves as a safe shelter for approximately 50 children, but also provides jobs to dozens of others in the community. The number one source of ongoing funding for this operation is through child sponsorship. Cabaret Haiti Mission, much like other child sponsorship programs, provides real hope and change for vulnerable children. There is protection and safety from both environmental disasters and abuse. The threat of hunger is no longer valid. They know there will be food. Medical care lessens the threat of disease. And just as important, education is encouraged and funded. Without education, these children have no hope for a different kind of life than that of their parents. It is easy to track the impact of your investment through correspondence with your child. Pictures and updates will show you their growth, and report cards will show you their progress. You don't have to wonder if you are making a difference, because you can see it for yourself. You also have a face and a name for which to pray, asking God to protect them and provide for them on a daily basis. Between the financial and prayer support you can provide, the impact can be immense. Please consider joining together with other sponsors who couldn't solve the problems all by themselves either, knowing that together we can vastly improve the life of a child at CHM. You can read about each of our children at www.cabarethaitimission.org, which is a website that has changed the way people within our network can sponsor and connect with children living at our orphanage. If you already sponsor a child, thank you. Would you consider sponsoring too? If you aren't yet a sponsor, would you consider joining us in the work God is doing in Cabaret? And if God has blessed you or your business abundantly, please contact us to learn of other ways you can help CHM in our ministries.